All right, welcome again. This is Military Guna TV, and really and truly, I just want to discuss the match. I have to apologize to those guys who actually tune into my live stream, and I am sorry that the stream ended so poorly, abruptly, basically. So guys, hit the like button if you're here. But we're gonna discuss the game. I never wanted to talk about it again, but guess what? We have to. We have to talk about it because what we're seeing right now, what is happening right now is hard to digest. Really, really hard to digest. So I'm hoping that you guys are good. I'm hoping that you guys are really, really good. But what we're seeing right now, things aren't looking so well for us. Honestly, things aren't looking so good. And what next? That's the question. What next? Arteta has been sacked. Arteta has been sacked. What is that? Is that a joke, right? That has to be a joke. That has to be a joke. That's a lie. Has to be. That has to be. That has to be trolling. That has to be trolling, bro. Is it lagging? Is it still lagging, guys? Is it still lagging? I'm checking right now. That's trolling, bro. There's nothing on here about it. That is definitely trolling. But yeah, I figured. Is it tell me if the stream is still lagging. I'm not sure what the problem is with the Wi-Fi today, but it's not good. All right, so are you guys still feeling disappointed? Because I'm still feeling so extremely disappointed from that result. That was really really bad result for us. I thought we should have done better in that game. All right, so personally, so I have rewatched the first goal, and I realized that Granit Xhaka has to be held accountable for that goal. Granit Xhaka has to be held accountable for that goal for a few reasons that I see. Firstly, the position that Granit Xhaka was in, he was the one who called for the ball, and it is Mikel Arteta's system is like the defensive midfielder is the one who's going to come and claim the ball, and what we saw happen is that Granit Xhaka asked for the ball, came for the ball, and when he came for the ball, he did not make himself properly available to collect the ball. Leno didn't do anything wrong at all. He didn't. Now, in a situation like that, when you're outmanned, I think Granit Xhaka should have just hit the ball with his left foot, either further down the field or for a throw. That is what Granit Xhaka should have done. And I cannot make it seem as if it's solely on Leno, because I don't think Leno has done significantly wrong in that area. But I think it's mostly on Granit Xhaka. I know Granit Xhaka has been Arsenal player that has, how would I put it now, has made most errors leading to goal. Xhaka doing Xhaka type things. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And KP said earlier that if we should have lost this game, he thinks that Mikel Arteta should be sacked. Yeah, we all are getting the sack feeling. Everyone is having the sack feeling, but think about it. If Granit Xhaka didn't make that massive error today, you think that we could have gotten away with those 3 points? Of course, I do believe we would have gotten away with 3 points. I do believe so. But we can't continue to depending on these players to bail us out of problem. We have solidified ourselves at mid-table, and that makes our decision on our work a bit harder to move up the table. And if in the next 18 or 10 to 18 months we're not sliding up the table, I think we're going to be in big trouble, because it means that we are going to go down. All right, so people are questioning if Odegaard should have came off the field, should have been substituted, and I do agree with the substitution, because we couldn't substituted Saka at that point in time. Willian was playing good. He also had the assist, but the substitution, they occurred at the right time. I cannot complain. Up to George starts saying, since 2016, Granit Xhaka has made the most error leading to goal for Arsenal football team. Granit Xhaka had made most error leading to a goal for Arsenal football team. What is that telling you? And the worst thing about it is that Arsene Wenger plays Granit Xhaka every single game. Unai Emery plays Granit Xhaka every game. When Lundberg came in, he played Granit Xhaka. And now Mikel Arteta is still playing Granit Xhaka. So what is that telling you? It is telling us that these managers are heavily relying on Granit Xhaka. And I said it. I think I said it on EG show. I said it on a show previously that these things always happen with these players. They give you a 3-4 good run of games, and then boom, one big error, one big mistake, and then that's it. That is not consistent enough. That will never be consistent enough. I can't see us moving forward with these players. I see many people are saying Mikel Arteta should be out of his job. Yes, but so we get rid of Mikel Arteta out of the job, right? When we get rid of Mikel Arteta, right? And then guess what? What's going to happen? We're going to stuck with the same players doing making the same errors again in a different under a different manager, because these same managers are going to play them. We get rid of Maitland-Niles, so Xhaka shouldn't be there. Yeah, I think so. He has Xhaka should have left for a while now, but guess the thing is, we don't have enough midfielders. Xhaka is he's the second best midfielder of the team. He's the second best midfielder of the club, and he's error prone. And for every 4 games, we should have read more in the pattern. That is what we should have done. Read more into the pattern of Granit Xhaka. Every 4 games, then he gives you what I call it, a massacre. Every 4 games, he gives you a massacre. So we should have read into that and knew that is Granit Xhaka. That is something that we should have read into, and it's actually a negative impact on the club, because right now he has cost us he cost us the first leg, and now he has cost us the second leg. Granit Xhaka cost us the first leg, in which he grabbed, I'm not sure which player, he grabbed the player in his throat, got the red card, and off the field he went, and then now we have to struggle for the rest of the game, trying to break down Burnley with 10 men. Now, guess what? He came again in the second game, and that is the result of it. You can't trust him. We have to sell him now and sign Bissouma. Yes, we have to get rid of players like Xhaka. We have to get rid of players like Xhaka. Arteta must be back. Yes, I agree. He must get in proper players that he can rely on. Nothing gonna change unless we get the proper players in. Why get rid of Maitland-Niles? All right, so Maitland-Niles wanted to play in midfield. He didn't want to play at fullback. He never wanted to play at fullback. He wanted to play at midfield. Yes, we might say that Maitland-Niles is a good midfielder, but we have seen him at West Brom, and honestly, he hasn't really hit the heights as yet. So we couldn't guarantee that he would actually hit the heights in Arsenal Football Club as well. Allergy would not play Xhaka. Jose would not play Xhaka. Pepe would not. Pepe would not. All right, so none of those coaches will come at Arsenal. None of them would come at Arsenal. And it's not because they wouldn't want to coach Arsenal. It's because our board would not pay the money, pay their salaries. Those coaches will demand big wages, and our board are not willing to do that. And that is the whole issue what we're facing right now. Our board are not willing. They're not willing to pay the money which is required for us to move forward and reach a proper stance in the table. From parting years, yeah, that is true. We don't necessarily need Xhaka. The thing is, party tend to do the roaming role, and then Xhaka sit deep. Xhaka is the one who played a deep line role. Yes, Jose would pick Xhaka because Xhaka is a defensive midfielder, and Jose loves his defensive players. So I think that, and right now, Southampton are killing Sheffield United. Killing. Sheffield United are going to get relegated. It's so obvious. I'm surprised that they actually did so well last season. Saka, we didn't get much from Saka today, to be fair. All right, so guys, let me get onto the. I want to go to the picture where the handball, the VAR decisions that are being made in this modern day football, the VAR decision, the refereeing. What are your thoughts on refereeing and the VAR decisions that are being made? Because I feel I am upset. I'm really upset. I'm really upset. Things are not going well our way, and we have seen so many decisions go against us that should have went in our favor. It's because they didn't sign any player. Yeah, that's true. And yes, that's a disgrace. That is terrible. That's not how you run a club. That is definitely not how you run a club. I made a video on VAR, the decisions that VAR, and the new handball rule as well. I made a video on it. And I am definitely hoping that we can move on from here, because this is going to be very difficult and very hard to move on. Now we have seen the likes Mikel Arteta in his press conference, his reaction to the bad decisions that were being called. So let's see. All right, so I think that is it for me. I'm going to go now and watch the Southampton game, I think, or maybe I could just go and watch it. Just continue watching it in the meantime. So now we have put ourselves in a very complicated situation. We are moving up the table. It is regarded a very, very complicated situation we have put ourselves in. I'm hoping that we can do better. I'm really, really hoping that we can do better. But guess what, guys? I'm leaving you guys now, so hopefully you guys can take care. Hit the like button on the screen for me, please, and thank you very much for tuning in. And this is Military Gunner TV. I am out. Sorry about the first stream. I don't know what happened, so I apologize to you guys for that, and please take my sincere apologies, and thank you very much for tuning in again.